All right, we're back. So yeah, I don't know. We'll probably level him and see. You think Fencer off this guy? I don't know. Maybe. He's got kind of the right missing stats for a Fencer build, feels like. Yeah. All right, we need to get that conversion, which we can do. We are 13 days off sacrifice, ready for a conversion whenever. Actually, event chance of firing is pretty close. So you could immediately convert, which would be nice. Yeah. Got a couple we're waiting on for stuff to happen, but a lot because I just haven't decided what to do with them yet. We should seriously consider going to fight some orcs and chosen to get some people killed. We have too many people on our roster, and we'd like to get some value for people dying rather than just throwing people away. So. Let me guess, chat. Is it a Fencer? Okay. All right, so we have the resources to be rolling on rumors at the moment, which is nice. We're still looking for wolf missions. Yulin Krug, which one is that? And we were happy to generate close famed items. Although there's no place that can have famed there, so we don't care about that one. I'm just gonna cycle missions otherwise. Not checking the noble contracts at all, although I could look for head missions, mostly because the locations we're going to are for people and things that I'm doing. As always, I just never have time for the fucking shitty noble war. Do we want to go to Crumwater? Not really. We should sweep the snow though. We haven't been up there in a while, and it can spawn chosen locations. So I guess really we'll go. I guess we will. We'll go west to east. All right. Is that disappearing villagers? It is, so it could be wolves, I guess. Got a brute, bloodthirsty, melee skill, melee defense. Dude, that's awesome. I just want to roll in brain damage on a second paladin. How do we keep him there? We get rid of a bunch of the other people. Triple melee defense, double HP, double fatigue, brawler. Kind of need a mega. I was thinking about Monolith. It's not really mega stars, but he'll convert at least. All right, so we go try out, dismiss, try out, dismiss, try out. It's kind of an expensive way to keep these people here, but if we're gonna go clean out people, this is both a port city as well as a low count here, so it seems okay. Kill the brigands, no thanks. Yep. Don't know if you can get wolves here or if it's always nachos, but it might be wolves. Okay. Professor Pandemonia, best cultist, enters your tent, and a strong, brisk wind chases in after him, bringing up your scrolls and other notes. He walks forward, hands crossed before him, a rather priestly look to his approach. Sir, I've been spoken to, and it is a grave matter which I've been given responsibility for. You put your hands up, tell the man to be silent. Carefully, you reach out to each candle in the tent and snuff them out until one remains. You bring it to your face. Speak to me. Kneeling before the candle, you hold your hand over the flame, and the fire comes to a standstill, pointing upright and unmoving. You've seen icicles more animated than it. You stare into the glow, and the tent melts away, slipping into the folds of an immense and immutable darkness. The cultist is gone. In his place is a black cloak, its arms to your shoulders, a slate of granite for a head, its edges chipped and cracking. It appears there's something behind this mask, behind this futile effort to keep your mind safe from its true visage. You reach out to the mask, but some invisible force stops you. It is a good time to see all that I am. Excuse me, in good time, you shall see all that I am. The voice is booming, yet narrowed into a brutish whisper only for you to hear. I'll give you death, mortal, and warmed in its comforts. Death shall be visited upon your enemies. Stutter's dyes will not be lost. He will be with you always, this I promise you. A whiteness snaps back over you, a rush of wind, tent flats curling outward, the candle's flame tilting impossibly without going out in a frigid coolness that has your first breath seen floating across the air. Professor Pandemonia, best cultist, is nowhere to be seen. You quickly get up and touch your face and skin, making sure that you are all that you're supposed to be. To your great disappointment, Davkul is gone, and you are still you. The sacrifice must be made. Let's do it. Okay. Davkul would be most unhappy with your failure to obey, not that you feel any urge other than to do what was asked. You and Professor Pandemonio, best cultist, go to Stutter's tent. He leaps up as though already expecting you, and he sees the knife in the carriage of your party. Jesus Christ, it's so hard to read Battle Brothers writing. He leaps up as though already expecting you, and he sees the knife in the carriage of your party and nods at the simple sight of it. Professor Pandemonio kneels beside the man, and you realize they've already talked about this, that the question to you very well may have been a test of your devotion to Davkul. You are happy to have passed. Stutters unbuttons his shirt, and Professor Pandemonia pierces his chest as though he were putting a key into a lock. Then he twists it all the same. The sacrifice gasps and tenses, for no devotion to Davkul can put aside the manner in which death may be permitted, which is in pain and suffering. But he smiles, and the light doesn't so much as go out of his eyes as the dark... What? But he smiles, and the light doesn't so much go out of his eyes as the darkness, a sort you haven't seen before, replaces it. And like that, he's gone. I swear, chat, I have a fairly good reading level. You wouldn't know that from when I read Battle Brothers stuff out loud, but I can, in fact, read. Professor Pandemonia gets to work on the still warm corpse, carving the flesh with rapid slices across the skin and hard cuts into the tendons. He pulls the chest apart. A black fog lingers within the blade's every move, and it seems to sway cheerily after its every move. When Professor Pandemonia is done, Stutters has been turned into a slab of armor, flesh torn asunder and stretched, teeth for rivets, tendons for strappings, bones for pauldrons, a cuirass of absolute carnage, and it pulses and moves as though that manifested it still lived. Professor Pandemonia turns to you, his hands slopped red. Davkul awaits us all. You nod and embrace your fellow comrade. Okay. Okay, we just picked up aspect of Davkul, which is sick. Now we got a little bit of a problem. Oh, Toasted Zergling is only disgruntled, so he's fine. Okay. So we traded one of our brothers, so that's actually excellent. We don't guarantee to get this. Weil wanted the chance events. Can I pull a save right now, Weil, and give that to you? You want to know the percentage chance? I'll try to find it for you. Okay. I can open the log and scroll to the bottom? Okay, I'll do that right now then. And what is this event called? How do you get the hat? I've gotten the hat once. This is only my second time seeing the chest armor, and I've gotten the hat once. It's called Finale. Wait, if you don't know what this event is, chat, I'll show you in a second. It's really good. I'm just trying to find the... I guess I have to search for Finale 2 seconds. This was a 13%er. Actually. Event Cultist Origin Finale. Cool. Okay. Alright, can we still get the hat? I don't know. I've never had both together. The mod messes with the percentage, but... yeah. But it is nice to occasionally see this armor, because otherwise you can play thousands of hours and never see it. So it's 270 armor, weighs 18, regenerates 90 HP of durability of the armor each turn. So yeah, it's sick. It's sick armor, man. And before Nimble Forged. Okay. All right. All right, look, Toasted Zergling's like, I've seen worse. He's like, no, he's so dumb, right? He's got two things in his head right now. Only two. You can literally see them. They're outlined on the screen. The one is, joined a mercenary company. The second is, Stutters died a horrific death. You know, it's fucking amazing. This works out so well. Okay. I'm excited to see what that comes out to be. So who wants to wear the flesh armor? Yeah, this is Stutters. Yep. I love that the guy who died was called Stutters Die. Now that the great part of this too is the hat event doesn't require other cultists, right? So we're done sacking people. So all these people we've been hanging on to sacrifice them later, they can just ablate them now. So. The hat event is non-existent? What do you mean? It's 3 or 1 weight? That's hilarious. That should probably be changed too, honestly, for the cultist mod, just so people can actually experience it. I've gotten the hat event once. It was actually kind of random and kind of cool. But anyway. It's a big coffee. I generally drink more coffee than this per day. Okay. All right. So let's go find cultists. Not cultists. Chosen. Go get some fucking fame weapon. Oh, I'm hunting down what terrorizes. Whoops. Fucking nachos. All right. Kill some nachos. It's fine. I want rice in here. I want... I was about to say kettle hat with mail, but no, I want a Velcris in here. I don't really care about randoms in this fight. In we go. I want toasted zergling leveling. Do I have another reach weapon? I sure do. We have armor, and we do. We have a hat. Kind of do. Go. Hat might be too heavy for him. Okay. Do you guys want to see the armor in play? I don't know the best way to utilize this armor. All right, chat. Let's do some like quick chat brainstorming. All right. What should we armor attach this with, or is it already armor attached? I can't remember. We might have found you can't armor attach. You think for padding? Why for padding? Oh, because HP production. Yeah, for padding. Okay. Good talk. Good talk. Because if the armor's regenerating, the only thing that can fail is the person beneath it. So. Do you guys like the squishy noise? Okay. I mean, the problem is the answer is always fur padding, right? Yeah, you can run an Easy Rock hat with that. So hypothetically, if you were the luckiest man alive and you got 2, or I suppose the luckiest person alive, if you got 2 of these events and the Easy Rock, you could have 2 people kitted out and repair. I mean, the problem is the body armor. The body armor is much better, right? Because the head repairing itself is only somewhat useful. You don't get hit in the head anywhere near as much. But anyway. Yeah. What are you wearing? We're wearing Stutters. I want to AoE kill those. I guess there's not enough big ones to worry about it. Does that guy have rotate? I think he does. Yeah. Oh, I should have adrenaline. Fuck. No. No, wow, you should absolutely not. Those are fucking horrendous event restrictions. I don't understand why they're even there. Like, the player doesn't know about those most of the time. Again, I just feel like, I don't know what your timing should be like this. I feel like if you play the cultist and you play a serious run of the cultist, you should get access to the cultist armor at some point. Just makes sense, right? Dude, this guy needs rotate. Just get people out of his fucking way so we can AoE. The hat is way less cool. Yep. I don't need it in this game. It's not relevant one way or the other. Like the armor is cool too, but it's just it's nice to see it show up. I just feel like so many players play this game and will never have the hours to get lucky enough to find that, right? Like we have never, outside of the modded version, ever come across the body armor, right? We've gotten body armor, I believe, twice on stream. Once at the end of our last cultist run, like day 300 or something, and once right now, I think. We've gotten the hat once. The hat doesn't take a whole person, so that's kind of good. Yeah. All right, we don't want all of these, but we do like 2. Okay, I don't care what the sell price is here. We're just getting rid of stuff to go out in the wilds. 2 more daggers can go. All right. Get rid of one of those, I guess. All right. Which armor? Would I sacrifice anyone for that armor? Yeah, I would. The armor's really good. But I'm glad it was one of our baddies. That's why we were leveling so many baddies. Or keeping so many baddies at level 11 on our roster. It was exactly for that reason. Okay. All right. We're looking for chosen goblins. Okay, found 2 chosen locations. Reavers and a real chosen fight there. That's something we can handle. Our people are a little light for that, but team's really happy. Yeah. All right, I don't know if Toasted Zergling can play that fight. He's a little light for that. We probably, I don't think we have to ablate for that, although there's a chance we might anyways, whether or not we want to, so that's fine. We'll bring some stuff around for that. Does the sacrifice to get the armor require a cultist brother? No, it requires a series of cultist brothers. I think it's like 6 on your team or something. I can't remember the exact requirements. But it eats a person too. Like one of our people died to become that armor. That's what the whole story is about. There's my other sword. Okay. So we do not have unhold attachments, sadly, because we can't find dire wolves, which is the other half of that attachment. So we don't have anything that prevents Chosen from walking up and one-shotting our fucking Battleforge brothers. So I don't think I can bring Chaos to this fight, even though I'd like to. He's just got 74 HP after that weakened heart injury. So we're going to be running a lot of Nimble, I guess. All right. We definitely want our thrower in this fight. And I don't give a shit about a bow here. And I want jabs. Possibly a net, possibly just another set of jabs. Okay. Yeah. Do we want to assign this perk now before we die, or do we want to die with the perk? Could go either way. All right, let's see. Versus Chosen, this is good. 11 and 6 is 17. 10 and 6 is 16. That's pretty much perfect. Kiwi would also like to not die here. 11 and 4. Taking 11 and 5. All right, Avelcris sitting on this. We don't know if we're building this guy's 0 stam or not. Anything else that needs to happen here? This looks okay, actually. Not convinced I want that dagger. Shouldn't be a lot to dagger in this fight. Amic leveled. So what do you guys think? Do we creep up? I think we're going to go to an even 120 HP and then just creep up initiative here. Okay. This is a really shit weapon for this fight, sadly. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that, though. I could just not bring him to this fight, but I don't really have anyone else I want in here. We could bring the Worst Fencer. Worst Fencer's is whatever in this fight. Could bring our Cleaver Duelist. 17 melee defense. Orcs are going to eat this guy alive. No spare bill hook. I don't have any bow hooks, so no. 84. Oh, that should be swapped out. Oh, that's not the right one. 82, 84. This is all fine. Do we want axes? We've got an axe and a mace. This guy really wants to be duelist, but he doesn't have a good weapon yet. I guess we're just two-handing for now. That's okay. All right. I think this is about as prepared as we can get for this fight. Maybe the back ranks can wear... They're wearing pretty heavy already. 250 is the lowest. I guess we could swap in these light famed. Dude, that's 263 with the attachment. That's a plus 40. Is that a plus 40 attachment, the tags, chat? Yeah. Okay. 30, thanks. Not excited to see the ledge fall off the back there. Okay, 16 is not a bad number. I hate medium forged armor. I'm supposed to use it as leveling. I think we looked at the effective HP values and it wasn't impressive anywhere. I mean, I guess we just try to DPS this one down, stall this one is probably the plan here. So, chat, in the back of your head during this fight, think about this. Our thrower has one unassigned skill point right now. It could be bow spec. We have a famed bow. Every time I pull out the bow, I regret it right now. It's just worse than a throwing weapon every single time. The other thing our thrower could have, which is super good in this fight and super good for this background, is adrenaline. So just think about that throughout this fight. Currently he has neither, so also think about that if we lose him. Be like, it's great how we don't use any of the right things. I kind of want to just throw Professor Pandemonia over there with the Izurok helm and the Davkul armor and just see how long he tanks for. But that's probably irresponsible. Is there a good cleave anywhere with that fucking thing? Maybe there. I'm just gonna eat a shit ton of these, I guess. I have no idea. I've never had it for that, like in time to try that. I have no idea. I've only ever picked up this armor after having cleared Monolith. Alright, we don't really want to get caught by all these chosen, so we should move. Dude, shoots right through that unhold, no problem, huh? Okay. Cleavers are very good versus unholds. There was a question earlier in channel today about that, about when to use cleavers, and that's one of the things they're good at. So we should be able to AoE this group, right? So if I go there and swing, and then I want to do that again next turn, first. All right. Alright, so he beats the shit out of the shield, that's fine. The first one will break it next turn. I guess we swap and shield wall again. Is that a chosen? It is, okay. I mean, this is the problem with the sword lance. These aren't even heavily armored, these are lightly armored, right? Reavers are like 65s. And Chosens are like 140, I guess up to 230. But that's 2 swipes of this fucking thing. Hasn't done a goddamn thing to it. Just, I feel like the Sword Lance is really good in the fights. It's really good and it's useless everywhere else. So maybe this brother isn't, I mean, we can swap it out. We can just find a pole arm to use for this for the rest of the stuff. But I don't think I want to bring Sword Lances to this fight. I'm not going to go out of my way to save down there, I don't think. Kind of annoyed that didn't kill. Not a good spot to be in. Okay. They're like, got him. Okay. Alright, that should be a triple kill next turn for him. I think I ended turn and didn't adrenaline though. Alright, we need to go first here so this guy doesn't kill him. Alright, Hoppage is in some trouble over here. Could rotate somebody in to save himself. Do we want to save him? Yeah, probably. Now we can kill the Beastmasters. Who fucking Ray? I want to kill that guy. Rip. Bad rolls. That's the headshot that we don't want to see. Alright, gotta start working on these unholds. I don't want this getting onto... I mean, here what? He charges in, stuns somebody. I guess we go there, he'll flip, but that guy can footwork. That's fine, I guess. Swords are really bad versus unholds is all. Maybe I should have moved and not swung to get that. I wasn't expecting to toss me directly there. Just didn't think through where he was gonna throw me. Bad whoosh. The double cleaver is gonna suck. Alright, do we have the stam to swing? We still do. More whooshing. Alright, we don't want to be caught by the unhold. I think we can start the turn there. Alright, adrenaline for cleaver hits on my nimble brother sucks. You shit. Taking 15 bleed damage. Did it that way for the extra accuracy off the sword, for the kill shot, to get the AP to put the shield up. I don't want to die to these bleeds. Okay. So we can't move and attack the next 2 turns. We get 1 for 15 right now, right? So we can go there and swing. Like to make sure he doesn't get to rally, but I don't think I can do that. We're out of shields. Is there a shield on the ground anywhere? No. It's kind of a bummer. I guess a disarm there is reasonable. Nah, it's not. It doesn't do anything. Alright, here I wouldn't mind a bow. Dude, just hit this thing like 6 times in the head. It's so bad to hit these things in the head. They have so much fucking armor. You don't want to like... Anyway. It's very annoying. Alright, let's not lose Immortal Kiwi. So let's keep him away from unholds right now. 45 to, what was it? 39, okay. Wait, 45 to 39? Isn't it increments of 5? Maybe it was 44 and I didn't notice. Okay. Okay. There a noise with the decap? Yeah, you want to hear it? It's not that noise. Should be attacking this other one. Oh. I don't want to walk next to the cleaver right now. It's the only way we could die. We're losing another 10 still. Fuck. Okay. We're gonna have to take a trash fight along the way and Ease-Rock helm him to get him to full. Is this thing gone yet? It has. Whoosh. Mm-hmm. You aren't dead yet, really? It's disappointing. That's the decap noise. I'm gonna hire Cook too. Cook and Izurok, both good. We're probably, I don't know. I think this campaign we're stuck with the Surgeon because we want to keep getting late game recruits that we can't normally get. But he's armor pierced yet? No, his armor's no way near pierced. All right, take it back. This is our third. Is this a two-hander? Please be a two-hander. Fuck. This is our third one-handed flail. We've sold the other two because they're garbage. Is this another famed bow? Game's just trolling me. It's all famed bows and fucking one-handed flails. I mean, that's what we're in these camps for, but one-handed flails are not usable. So, all right. Rip. The bow is shit too, is it? I guess we can compare it to our other bow. I haven't even looked because I don't really believe in bows, so. These are our two bows. We've got the Bitter Star Trail, I think aptly named, -3 fatigue. I think it's base damage stats. No, it's not. 3590. What is base warbow? Not damage, the other two. Armor effectiveness and ignore. 60%. So these are both highly effective versus armor. You know what's more effective versus armor? Is the fucking axes. So the only thing you want for bows have higher base damage than jabs or throwing axes, kind of, in the fact that I think it's a damage bonus off the throwing spec, right? Yeah. So if you're at range and you're shooting an unarmored target, that's where you want your bows, in which case the thing you want on your bows is damage roll. You don't want anything else. Maybe you can get a full ignore thing going too for shooting different types of enemies, but both of these bows are, outside of the weapon fatigue costing less, which is a pretty decent stat on a bow, this is just not good for us. Both these bows are shit. So, yeah. All right, we're gonna take this little one to heal our guys. Not this guy. That guy can sit and be fine. All right, this guy needs to sit in the back with a shield, preferably a kite shield, and an Izurok helm. And a sword. And some armor. Okay. Thrower can run. I mean, what fights are you fighting 100 arrows? I'll give you Linworms. Outside of Linworms, what fights are you firing 100 arrows? Alright, we can let Pandemonia sit for this one. We're still leveling this Fencer. I've kind of given up on him, but maybe not. Toasted Zergling. This is absolutely a Toasted Zergling fight. Okay. Goblin City. Yeah, sure. Any other ones? So one famed location and Linworms. So once per game, because you never need to fight Linworms, and once per game you fight Goblin City. So what outside of that? Bow can let you not take bags and belts? That is absolutely wrong. You know why we take bags and belts in this character? It isn't for the extra throwing weapons, so that's okay. It's for the utility with smoke pots and reinforced throwing nets. Level up on this guy. Oh, a 3 roll. That's incredible. Okay. No, we don't give up Duelist by holding smoke pot. Duelist is... let's see. I think not, right? We don't give up Duelist by holding a smoke pot, right? I'd be pretty annoyed if we are, because I've been doing this for like half our fights. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hey Gilby, it's going well, man. How about you, man? How you doing? Is your city quieted down? Is that shit finally over? That's right, come to my channel and get doxxed, no problem. Alright, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get one person out of this fight, right? Okay. Are you really, Galvia? Huh. Well, let me know if it's fun. Cool. Well, we've got a really fun cultist run going. Can't remember how much Battle Brothers you played, but it's a good one right now. Starting to do a lot of the fun fights, although this is not one of them. You're curious how many hours I have on Battle Brothers on Steam? I have a public profile. You're welcome to check. I don't know off the top of my head. Small losses. Go. The temptation of the AoE is too great. I so rarely get to use AoE weapons that don't suck. Would have been amazing if he had adrenaline and then double headshot and killed him. Yeah. 2,200 hours. Yep, that seems about right. Alright, let's go east. Make sure there's nothing that's going to trigger those stupid events in my inventory. I don't think there are. These helms don't do that, right? The cultists were before this DLC, so probably not. Okay. Right. 2,200 hours. I had 6,800, I think, for Civ. When I stopped playing that. Hey! That'll be good. The stupid cultist upgrade event. Why are we not repairing our good armor there? Alright, so we need to redo the team a little bit here. Yeah. Reduce stam recovery. It's kind of annoying, but still probably worth it. Alright, our guy's at full HP from the Ishirak helm. I think I say this every single time on stream, but I'll just say it one more time to tell what the fuck's going on there. If you ever finish a fight wearing any part of the Ishirak armor, your HP will finish at full regardless of what it says when you leave the fight. So your guy could be at 1 HP wearing the Ishirak helm, he'll be at full when the fight ends. So if you take a trash fight in between two hard fights and you have a nimble brother who lost a bunch of HP, it's a way to full recover them, which is really nice. Alright, we do not need whatever these are right now. Which of these bows is better? I guess they're literally identical, except this one does very slightly more armor damage. Sweet. Okay. And what was our shitty flail? Imagine famed one-handed flails and finding 3 of them in the same run. So annoying. What are the candles? This is a cultist run. The candles represent their status in the cult. All right. All right, what do you guys think of our first roll on the fencer? 3 melee defense, great. 3 melee attack, good. 4-2-2-2. We'll take the 4 initiative, but that's not great. Okay. All right, what are we doing for this fight? We are bringing in a banner because this is a priest. We do need one of the proper reach pole arms. Sadly, we don't have one right now. Swords are bad in this fight. I wonder if I mean, they're not terrible though. I wonder if I should just bring them. All right, we've been lugging around great axes for a moment like this. That's fine. Anyone else capable of doing real damage in this fight? Yeah, it's okay. Rice could frontline this probably. Yeah. I think our issue with Rice right now is we don't know if we want to, we're unsure if we want to zero stam him or not. So like this. Okay. Seems a reasonable team for this. Mooching some experience. We don't really have a tank. We do not want a fencer in this fight. We don't have a tank here. We should probably bring... Oh, Kiwi is a real character. We actually would like to bring him in fights. Why are we not? So this is a Blate. A Blate. A Blate. Decent, like that. Okay. Anyone we'd rather not have die? Yeah, I'd rather not have this guy die. Do we have that? What's our headpiece? Where's our famed headpiece here? I think this combo gets moved to here. That way if he dies, all my good gear dies with him. Just so I really feel that pain. Okay, I think this is all right. I wish I had about 4 more cups of coffee, but otherwise feeling a little bit better. 24. At night, so we're a little bit disadvantaged compared to where we normally be. The priest plays it differently with when you're pausing. The priest is actually really annoying for that too, because where did he gas cloud? Down here. Okay. We should work on a mega. It's one of those things should be added to the goal sheet. We do need somebody to tank Black Monolith for us, ideally. I mean, that was actually decent here. Hey, shield wall. Do we want to walk into this garbage at 73 HP? I don't think so. Gonna get AoE'd here, sadly.
You have returned.
Thanks, Nekus.
Not able to tune in during the week much, so appreciate the weekend streams.
Well, I appreciate you being here. Fucking thrower. So good. Okay. All right. Who do you think got highest damage, chat? Out of this fight? That'd be something else to gamble on, too. For mods, if you're curious. Sword Lance? Maybe. Forgot he doesn't have quick hands. All right, not today, although a lot of cash. Damage dealt, two-handed cleaver, 757. Sword lance, 885.